25 meeting of the East Bend School District Board of School Directors. Will you now all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, it's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Lexi Howe to give the EHS SGA report.
Good evening, everyone. Unfortunately, Lindsay is unable to be here tonight, but I'm excited to be back here to discuss recent events at the high school. As of March 24th, spring sports are officially in full swing, and practices and matches are beginning. Notably, the EHS track and field team has their first official meet scheduled for tomorrow, March 25th, against Easton High School on the Easton field. On March 21st, the boys lacrosse team gained their first win against Freedom High School, starting their season strong. And the boys tennis team has impressively begun their season with a strong starting 3-0 record against Northampton, Bethlehem Catholic, and Easton. Moving on to SGA, among other small student engagement activities beginning in the upcoming months, such as Fancy Friday, the first week of April, SGA is continuing to plan our annual Final Fest this spring. Along with sports and SGA, firstly, tickets to the spring musical Mamma Mia on April 2nd through 5th are still available on the EHS website. This week, EHS is celebrating music and the arts through a music-inspired Spirit Week. Students are encouraged to wear band t-shirts today, musical decade attire tomorrow, favorite artist merch, Broadway apparel, and EHS music department gear, respectively, through the week. This upcoming Friday and the following Tuesday, the EHS Astronomy Club will be hosting a planetarium shows for the Emmaus community. This upcoming Saturday, the World Language Department is hosting an annual international fair from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. This month, to celebrate Career Awareness Month, we still have 4 speakers who are coming to EHS to speak to students tomorrow and Thursday. For EHS students 16 or older, there are 15 summer maintenance positions available to work for the Facilities Department from June 23rd to August 15th this summer. Applications are open and due on April 4th. Similarly, the ESPD Technology Department is accepting applicants for 4 summer positions and for current or graduated EHS students to work from June 16th to August 8th this summer. Applications are also due April 4th. And EHS students have an upcoming day off next Monday, March 31st. And finally, the next Wednesday, April 2nd, marks the end of the third marking period and the start of our final quarter of the 2024-2025 school year. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Howard. Are there any questions or comments about the SGA report? Okay. I'll add that Astronomy Club event sounds like it's out of this world.
It does sound fun.
Okay. Thank you very much for the report.
Thank you.
If you're welcome to stay, or if you have other things to do, that's fine too. You have a good night. Okay, I'm very excited for this next item on the agenda. It's a special announcement. I'd like to turn things over to Dr. Campbell.
Yeah, I will do a very brief introduction. We are thrilled to have Megan Orahek, who is a Chief Membership Officer for Pennsylvania School Boards Association, who's here to present really to our school board as well as our entire East Penn community, a really phenomenal recognition of the great work of our district. So Megan, welcome.
Well, good evening. I'm pleased to be here on behalf of PSBA, our governing board, staff, and the entire association to celebrate East Penn School District as a great Pennsylvania school. This honor recognizes schools that demonstrate their commitment to academic rigor, community, resilience, and financial health. We applaud you for your dedication in all of these areas. Your students are both successful and challenged by your district's curriculum, which drives student engagement. Your innovative school programming, plus a variety of honors and awards that celebrate your students' success while fostering a sense of belonging and connection to your school community. The robust extracurricular activities that are offered in your district help your students develop into well-rounded individuals. Your district demonstrates the importance of caring for students holistically through emergency preparedness and mental health supports. While offering these many benefits for your students, you remain grounded in financial health through budget planning, budget development, financial audits, and compliance in bid requirements. This achievement is an opportunity for East Penn School District to promote public education excellence within your community. Congratulations, and thank you for allowing me to be such an important part of this milestone at your school district. Today, earlier, I gave Ms. Allen a box of swag to help you guys continue the celebrations in the days, weeks, and months ahead. But now I'd like the opportunity to take a quick photo with the board and this great PA Schools banner that you can hang at a location or within your district of your choosing that tells everyone that passes by that East Penn is a great PA school.
I think we should probably go out front.
Yeah, we'll go out front.
Oh my God, I'm getting up there. I think we're all going. We're all going. Yep. We needed a. I would just like to do a picture.
Usually I get.
Usually when we get group photos, you give us.
We gotta get out.
I didn't know.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. You want to get in?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Appreciate the offer.
Just in case somebody playing.
Like the normal.
Oh, I did.
Important. Gotta know how to fold things.
As we transition to the next item, I just, again, want to say that I'm really thrilled that a representative was able to come from PSBA to come present the great honor to our phenomenal school board and just also recognize what I know that you all know is that, any celebration and designation is really a reflection of the hard work of about 1,200 employees who we have who serve varying all critical roles in our organization that help us all to do the great work that we do. So while we're, as a team here, proud to accept the honor, it really is on behalf of an amazing school community and employees in our school district and amazing students and families as well. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Campbell, and I will echo everything you just said. Okay, well, again, that was a wonderful thing to have, and I think we should all be proud to be part of this. Okay, next item on the agenda are requests to comment. There are two. Before I call the names, I want to read the following statement. For those of you who may be unfamiliar with public comment, speakers should feel free to express their opinion, comment, or question, and understand that this is not an interactive engagement with the board or with the administration. Please direct your correspondence to the chair, Be respectful, not engage in profane rhetoric, not disclose confidential personal information regarding staff or students, or comment on matters in violation of the law or board policy, and be mindful that others, including students, may be listening. I would request that you consider that protocol when making your comments. For the members of the audience, please also be respectful and refrain from speaking during the public comment period. With that, I will now announce each speaker and their topic. When you step up to the podium, again state your name, and you will have 3 minutes within which to speak. I will provide a 30-second warning for when your time is up. Okay, thank you. I'll call up our first requester, and that is Ms. Nancy Ruttman, who is here to talk about Department of Education budget cut.
Hello, excuse me. My name's Nancy Ruttman. I'm an Emmaus resident, and I am just here out of concern because, and I'm going to get emotional, because I value education, and I'm very concerned about what's happening at the federal level to the Department of Education. And I'm wondering what, if anything, the board has done to contact our county, our state, our federal officials, and both express their concern about what's happening and also what the board has done on a local level to anticipate cuts that may be coming and how the funding gap will be closed if that happens. So that's basically what I wanted to say. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Our next requester is Ms. Karen West, who's here tonight to talk about the support of board.
Hi, good to be here. I will be brief, and thank you, Nancy. I'm also a very concerned citizen. I happen to be a taxpayer in the East Penn District. I'm a retired school teacher, spent 34 years in the classroom with public school students, to my delight. I'm still standing. Anyway, I'm also the grandmother of 2 East Penn students, so I care deeply about them. Therefore, I care about this district. I'm here basically to learn more about the school district and about this board. I want to work to build a coalition of citizens like myself who are advocates for public schools, because I'm concerned about what's happening in the federal government, and I know that public schools may not be their top priority. I want to stand against extremism. I want to stand for fully funded, honest, service-oriented public schools. My 2 organizations that I'm with are Red Wine and Blue, and also Public School Strong. I thank all of you for all the things that you are doing for this district, as evidenced by the award that you just received earlier. And I thank you for your vision, the vision that you hold for the students and the schools in this district. This is on my refrigerator. I thank you for this. It's a daily inspiration to me. I hope you've all seen it, because it is a vision of inclusive education that is public school strong. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. West. Okay, that concludes public comment. Now move on to the approval of minutes. May I have a motion to approve the minutes for the March 10th meeting?
So moved. Second?
Are there any comments or questions from the board? Okay, seeing none, Ms. Allen, please call the roll.
Ms. Bowman?
Aye.
Mr. Falegi?
Aye.
Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Jankowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kelly?
Aye.
Ms. Klotz?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Dr. Whitney?
Aye.
Dr. Levinson?
Aye.
9 ayes.
Thank you, Ms. Allen. Next is the district update. Dr. Campbell.
Following on the trend of celebrations and announcements from our PSBA honor, I do have several student recognitions that I wanted to begin my update with this evening. The board likely recalls that in this past fall of 2024, we had a team of National Merit Scholar semifinalists who we honored at our board. And I had shared that those semifinalists are eligible for one of several scholarships through the National Merit Program. And so I'm really thrilled to be able to follow up on two of our semifinalists and share that Daniel Whitmer has been selected as a winner of the National Merit Carpenter Technology Corporation Scholarship. And in the amount of, that one's in the amount of $2,500. And William Zhang is also a recipient of a merit scholarship as well. And so we just wanted to send along our congratulations to both Daniel and William for their outstanding accomplishments, not only as National Merit semifinalists, but again, being awarded some of those very prestigious scholarships. We'd also like to congratulate several Emmaus High School students who recently participated in History Day. Specifically, the regional competition was held earlier in the month of March at Muhlenberg College. We had 16 Emmaus High School students who participated. Congratulations to all 16 of those participants. Of them, we have 9 who've advanced to the Pennsylvania State competition, which is held in the month of April at Scranton University. So I'd like to recognize and give our students who are continuing in the competition great luck. In the senior group exhibit, we have Grace Remmel, Ben Remmel, and Christian Laudenslager. In the senior group documentary, advancing to the state competition are Dia Shaw, Joyce Chen, Sama Abdulaziz, and Lucy Gosnell. And in the senior individual documentary, advancing on to the state competition are John Anthony and Lily Hoffman. So we wish them well. We also had several students, again, from Emmaus High School who have earned spots in all state ensembles through the Pennsylvania Music Education Association, PMEA. Vivian Zong and Brighton U have advanced to the all-state orchestra. Clarism will be in all-state wind ensemble, and Cameron Bauer and Marley Llewellyn will be in the all-state concert band. So again, phenomenal accomplishments for our students. I'm also pleased to share Ayan Shaw was named 2025 Pennsylvania Student Journalist of the Year. He is the Stinger's editor-in-chief. We've heard Ayan's name quite a number of times in terms of awards that he has received for his outstanding work with the Stinger. His work extends well beyond the local community here at Emmaus High School. He also has some work that's been published in the Philadelphia Inquirer, Lehigh Valley Press, and he will represent Pennsylvania in the National Junior Journalism Education Association competition. And so we wish him continued luck as his work really continues to impress and impact not just our local community, but beyond as well. Also, speaking of the Stinger, we'd like to congratulate Mrs. Ramirez. Shelby Ramirez is a teacher here at Emmaus High School. She is also the advisor for the Stinger, and she has received the 2025 Pennsylvania School Press Association Journalism Teacher of the Year. And so quite an amazing accomplishment. She will be honored at an event in the month of April at Penn State for state recognized individuals in the field of journalism in high schools. You also heard Lexi earlier today give a reminder to the community about some upcoming events that are being held in the district. In particular, our East Penn International Fair is being held this Saturday from 11 to 2 p.m. in the Emmaus High School cafeteria. Great opportunity for our community to come together, connect, learn about, and show appreciation for the cultures that we of each other throughout the district. And so please consider joining us this Saturday, again, 11 to 2 at the high school cafeteria for the International Fair. There's still time to enjoy many great theater productions put on by students throughout the district. Hopefully you had a chance to see Honk at Lower Macungie Middle School just this past weekend. Coming up in about another week, Emmaus High School will be presenting Mamma Mia April 2nd through the 6th. Albertus Elementary School will be presenting The Little Mermaid April 9th through the 11th. Jefferson Elementary School will be presenting Elf Jr. April 26th. And we'll wrap up the theater season with Lincoln Elementary School and The Wizard of Oz, June 4th through the 6th. And so please check out each of those school websites for ticket information, whether it's an elementary, a middle, a high school production. I know that you will absolutely love any of those performances. I'd also like to remind our community that the foundation is sponsoring our high school senior sign, as well as an 8th grade middle school sign sale. And so you can honor your graduate, whether it's high school or middle school graduates, with a senior sign. There is a discounted rate for signs if they're purchased by April 15th. So please check out the foundation website for information on our senior signs. We'd also like to share that we have produced our 2025 Summer Camp Guide. It's an opportunity for us to share with our community a number of activities, camps, et cetera, that are happening throughout the East Penn and surrounding communities that really help to keep students engaged throughout the summer. And finally, you heard Lexi also mention about we have some student job opportunities available in both our technology department, our maintenance department. We encourage students who might be interested in applying for those positions to apply through the district website. I will also share that we are always looking for substitute teachers, and anyone who has a bachelor's degree in any field is able to participate in the guest teacher program through our local intermediate unit. And if you apply by April 25th on the Carbon-Lehigh Intermediate website, you will be able to participate in the guest teacher program and be eligible to substitute in East Penn, again, with any bachelor's degree. And so we look forward to welcoming new substitute teachers to East Penn who hopefully will consider participating in that program. We can also, anyone who's interested in that program, if they also reach out to our Human Resources Department, we're happy to talk you through that process as well. And that's my update for tonight. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Campbell. Any comments or questions from the board?
Just one.
Ms. Ford.
Just a huge shout out to Ian Shaw. What an accomplishment. And speaking as someone who sat through an interview with him, I know it's well deserved. So please extend huge congratulations. And to the whole team, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ford. Dr. Whitney?
Yeah, just to, well, first restate the obvious that's been said but needs to be said, which is this great PA schools designation just doesn't happen without the work of everyone in this district. And I wish as a board member I could take some credit for that, but I just can't. These are the people that are doing the work every day in this district, from administration through all of the staff and of course the students. And so congratulations to everybody for achieving that designation. And then just listening, I'm always so proud of the accomplishments of our students. This list of accomplishments, I think, is particularly pride-inducing for me because it's about some of these things that frankly are a little bit under threat, which is music, the arts, creativity, journalism, and a free and vigorous and independent press. And I couldn't be more proud that we have always had incredible student journalism at this school and in this district. And I think it's so important that we keep that up. And I'm so glad we're having the International Fair, and I'm so sorry that I won't be able to make it because I'll be getting on a plane Saturday morning, but I'm sure it's going to be an amazing event to celebrate all the cultures that we have in this district. And these are just really important things right now, and I'm glad that we're doing them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Whitney. Any other comments or questions?
One more.
Yes, Ms. Ford.
I don't want to be remiss in not giving and also a thank you to Dr. Campbell for all of her hard work, because obviously she's a huge part in guiding the ship that resulted in such a wonderful acknowledgement for the district. So thank you.
Thank you. Takes a team.
Yep.
Takes a really big team. Yeah.
Anything? Okay. Moving on, we go down to personnel. May I have a motion to approve the personnel items?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any comments or questions from the board? Okay, seeing none, Ms. Allen, please call the roll.
Mr. Falegi?
Aye.
Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Jankowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kelly?
Aye.
Ms. Klotz?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Dr. Whitney?
Aye.
Ms. Bowman?
Aye.
Dr. Levinson?
Aye.
9 ayes.
Thank you, Ms. Allen. Next item on the agenda is under business operations, item A for contracts and agreements. May I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Any comments or questions from the board? Seeing none, Ms. Allen, please call the roll.
Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Jankowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kelly?
Aye.
Ms. Klotz?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Dr. Whitney?
Aye.
Ms. Bowman?
Aye.
Mr. Falegi?
Aye.
Dr. Levinson?
Aye.
9 ayes.
Thank you, Ms. Allen. Next item on the agenda is curriculum. Item A, may I have a motion for educational conferences?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any comments or questions from the board? Okay, seeing none, Ms. Allen, please call the roll.
Excuse me. Mr. Jankowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kelly?
Aye.
Ms. Klotz?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Dr. Whitney?
Aye.
Ms. Bowman?
Aye.
Mr. Falegi?
Aye.
Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Dr. Levinson?
Aye.
9 ayes.
Thank you, Ms. Allen. Item B under curriculum is for information. It's a textbook review for AP African American Studies. Next item on the agenda is on policy. We have a third reading and adoption of the policies we've been looking at the last few meetings. Would administration like to talk about any changes? Sure.
Thank you. Just quickly, a very minor wording adjustment to the attachment, not the policy itself, but the attachment in both 247 and 249. Just a minor wording change. No other changes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, with that, may I have a motion to
So
approve?
moved.
Second.
Are there any comments or questions from the board? Okay, seeing none, Ms. Allen, please call the roll.
Mr. Kelly?
Aye.
Ms. Klotz?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Dr. Whitney?
Aye.
Ms. Bowman?
Aye.
Mr. Falegi?
Aye.
Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Jankowski?
Aye.
Dr. Levinson?
Aye.
9 ayes.
Thank you, Ms. Allen. Next is under other educational entities. I believe we have a report from Dr. Whitney from the CL.
Yep, thank you, Dr. Levinson. This is the CLIU Board of Directors meeting. It took place on March 17th. There was the main presentation from the meeting was a highlighting of the Project Search and VIP programs. These are the workplace development, employment development programs that the CLIU oversees. Project Search is a national program that CLIU adopted several years ago. Project VIP, or the VIP, which is Vocational Independence Program, was a homegrown program that CLIU initiated a couple years ago to support Project Search. And essentially, these are students with disabilities who have to express their desire for employment. These are students, typically 19, 20, 21-year-olds, coming to the close to the end of their time in the schools and getting ready for their next steps and independent living. And so these programs begin with sort of one-on-one work with the students and then gradually transition them to fully independent living and working. And we partner with LVHN and St. Luke's, and so most of the positions that these students attain are in the hospital systems. But these are just highly successful programs that have been proven over several years to just to give these students a level of independence that they would probably not otherwise receive. So we had a really wonderful visit from one of the students who's gone through this program and his mother, and they talked about his journey and being very uncertain about how he would live independently after schooling, and now he's 24. He works with LVHN, has a steady job, gets there completely independently, and he's just, an incredibly successful story, and there's many more like it. These programs usually take around 20 students a year, and they did show us the numbers. Currently, East Penn has about 5 of those students, so that's approximately the percentage from our district. But it was just a really, a wonderful, heartwarming look at these really important programs. So that was the bulk of the meeting, and there are a couple of other items of business. We renewed a contract for insurance brokerage services with Myers Insurance Company, fixed rate for 2 years. Very important to fix that rate since it tends to be very volatile. We renewed behavioral health service rates for 25-26 school year, no increase in those rates in the coming year. And then there was just a first reading of continuing review of all the CLAU board policies. They're going through and essentially cleaning up language, really no substantive updates to these policies. But we did a first review of a large swath of policies that currently exist and just cleaning up language, making sure they're all compliant and up to speed. So that is my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Whitney. Any comments or questions? Okay, well, thank you for that report. Look forward to next month. Okay, moving on to announcements. The board did meet in an executive session tonight to discuss a topic related to personnel. Our next regular board meeting will be on Monday, April 14th at 7:30 in this room. With no further business, may I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Meeting is adjourned. Have a good evening.